Chapter 2: Overcoming Your Environment. By now, I trust you're beginning to accept the idea that the subjective mind has an effect on the objective world. You might even be keen to acknowledge that an observer can affect the subatomic world and influence a special event just by collapsing a single electron from the wave of energy into a particle. At this point, you may also believe the scientific experiments in quantum mechanics I've discussed, which prove consciousness directly controls the tiny world of atoms because those elements fundamentally are made of consciousness and energy. That's quantum physics in action, right? But perhaps you're still on the fence about the concept that your mind has real, measurable effects in your life. You may be asking yourself, how can my mind influence bigger events in order to change my life? How can I collapse electrons into a specific event called a new experience that I want to embrace into the same future time? Embrace in some future time. I wouldn't be surprised if you're wondering about your ability to create life-size experiences in the large world of reality. My goal is that you understand and can see in action how there might be a scientific basis for accepting that your thoughts can create your reality. And for the doubter, though, I would like you to entertain the possibility that the way you think directly affects your life. Keep revisiting familiar thoughts and feelings, and you keep creating the same reality. If you can accept this paradigm as a possibility, then by pure reason, you would also have to agree the following possible. To create something different from what you've grown accustomed to in your personal world, you have to change the way you routinely think and feel each day. This is chapter 2 of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Overcoming Your Environment. Otherwise, by repeatedly thinking and feeling the same way you did the day before, and the day before that, you will continue to create the same circumstances in your life, which will cause you to experience the same emotions, which will influence you to think equal to those emotions. Going out on a limb here, permit me to compare the situation to the proverbial hamster in a wheel. Are you continually thinking about your problems, or are you continually thinking about your problems consciously or unconsciously? You will only create more of the same difficulties in your life for yourself. And maybe you think about your problems so much because it was your thinking that created them in the first place. Perhaps your troubles feel so real you constantly revisit the familiar feelings that initially created that problem. If you insist on thinking and feeling equal to the circumstances in your life, you will reaffirm that particular reality. So, in the next few chapters, I want to discuss on what you need to understand in order to change. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We're reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. This is chapter 2, Overcoming Your Environment. To change, be greater than your environment, your body, and time. Most people focus on three things in life: their environment, their bodies, and time. Don't just focus on those three elements, they think equal to them. But to break the habit of being yourself, you have to think greater than the circumstances of your life. Be great, be greater than the feelings that you have memorized in your body, and live in the new line of time. If you want to change, you must have in your thoughts an idealized self, a model that you can emulate, which is different from and better than the you that exists today in your particular environment, body, and time. Each great person in history knew how to do this, and you can attain greatness in your own life. You master the concepts and techniques to come. In this chapter, we'll focus on how you can overcome your environment and lay some groundwork for chapters that follow, in which we'll discuss how to overcome your body and time. In the chat, anybody read this? Diva Roast Pick Me, Haley Stokely, Juana Dominguez. How's everybody doing this Sunday? My name's Jeremy, if you haven't met me before. I am a 43-year-old male from California in the United States. I started this channel a few years ago to share my journey and share how I stopped drinking alcohol alcoholically, and now I'm working on 5 years without alcohol. And I share, my life around that related to life after daily alcohol use, and what I do now instead of doing what I used to do. This is one of the books that had a major, profound, change in my life. It's one of the things that helped me go into meditation and learn how to essentially change my personality, and as a result, change my reality. If you guys are interested in that sort of thing, I am. That's what this book's about. Check it out. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Have a good Sunday.